In fact, they say that exercise is 1.5 times more effective than SSRIs for curing depression.
Oh, in a heartbeat, man. If I take because I take SSRIs and I do exercise. If I take my SSRI, I don't feel really anything. I just feel like, oh, I took my SSRI. But if I go for a run, like even today, I had to go run a couple miles. I was like, I know I'm going to be on here. I want to like just be in like I want to have my good energy going. I'm going to go for a run, and so. Yeah, I know that it makes me feel better if I do something athletic,
What SSRI are you taking?
I think I'm on Lexapro right now. I take the generic one, whatever the cheaper one is. I think it's, I don't know what it is, but it is, they say it's fine. So I don't know if I believe them, but I mean, I'm fucking taking it. Now, I would like to maybe take 30 days off and try ayahuasca again. I feel like I'm getting back around where I would like to do it again,
Yeah?
Yeah. I would, man, because I want to fucking feel. I want to be right up there on nature's fucking.
I want to be in there.
Just eavesdropping on nature's nuts, boy.
Yeah.
God, I'll be right up there.
Yeah.
What'd you say, boy?
In eavesdropping on nature. Right up next to it.
Oh, dude.
Feeling it.
Oh, ayahuasca, dude. You'll fucking... Mother Nature, she'll break out that wiener, and you'll be like, damn, I didn't know Mother Nature had a wiener,
Mother Nature's got everything.
It's powerful, dude. That ayahuasca stuff is real powerful, so I would like to do that again.
What is the reason why you take the SSRIs?
I think because when I'm off of them, something feels wrong. I feel it's a battle.
A battle.
It's a battle to, even if I do running and I do fitness, right? It's a battle to keep myself even. So instead of dealing with that at a more intense level, I choose to take them because it just makes it a little bit easier. I don't think it's taking the easy way out, though, because if I don't take them and I still do all those things, it's hard for me to get to a good baseline.
What do you mean by wrong? Like, when you say you feel wrong, what does it feel like?
I feel like at any moment, kind of my feelings can just drop off into like a really surprised low.
Out of nowhere for no reason.
Yes. Sometimes with a little bit of motivation to it, right? Or some trigger. But the level that it drops off to, it's too much of a drop for me to not get some help. If it were a little bit and it felt manageable, that's okay. But when it's pretty steep, it's like, oh man, this feels sometimes scary.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it's doing that ayahuasca stuff made it a lot better than it had ever been.
Neil Brennan said it basically cured him.
Yeah, he's the one who took me to it.
Yeah, he said it made him much happier. It cured him of like a lot of his, what he felt like were personality disorders that he had, Like Neil's a great guy, but he's very, very smart. Very smart. And sometimes, I wonder about real smart guys. They're just always thinking about things and maybe too much about certain things. And, you just get overwhelmed by thoughts and anxiety and emotions. And anxiety is what anxiety is a lot of is fretting about possibilities for a lot of people. It's the inability to live in the moment. And you fret about anxiety. And a lot of it has to do with childhood trauma. A lot of it has to do with genetics. Anxiety is a weird thing. Like they think that anxiety, whether it's a learned behavior or not, you can actually get it from your parents. I don't know why. See,
I could see that.
Can you get anxiety? Is anxiety genetic? Google that.
My mom made us anxious.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes my mom, we'd go get ice cream, dude, and she's like, if she'd get angry she'd get so angry if we dripped any of it.
Here it goes. There's clear research showing that anxiety is influenced by genetics. In fact,
definitely.
Experts notice a family connection for anxiety even before they understood how DNA or genes worked. If you have a close relative with anxiety, your chance of developing is about 2 to 6 times higher than if you don't.
Well, I don't know if that's genetic or if it's just like
learned behavior.
Yeah, if your mom is always, or your dad is always like, they're fucking anxious and they're fucking, if they come over and they're always fucking tickling you, then you're going to fucking feel tickled all the time.
If you're always getting fucked with.
Yeah, something, bugging you or something, even just tickling you with their words.
Yeah, genetics of generalized anxiety disorder and related traits. Well, for sure, mental illness is genetic. There's a lot of people that are mentally ill and their children are mentally ill, or their family's mentally ill, or, it's Man, I used to have a much more ignorant view on mental health because I have my own mental health issues, which I'm sure we all do. But mine was like, just don't be a pussy. Get your work done. You feel great. And I don't have to take anything. And even though I don't have to take anything, I'm still doing something to mitigate it. I'm doing something every day to work on it. And when I don't, I do feel it,
right,
like a lot of people do. So I always wonder, maybe those people just aren't doing the work. Maybe if they just got up in the morning, went running before work, or did something before, maybe they could get through this and not need a fucking pill.
Yeah.
I don't think that anymore.
Interesting. Yeah, I think there's times where I thought that I'm just not tough enough. I'm just not doing enough. I'm not enough to battle this, right?
Right.
And then I get to a point where so many times I tried to stop taking it, and it's like it's too much of a discrepancy that makes things unmanageable to a point where it feels like it's unfair to be that unmanageable to myself. So I get back on it, you know, and I don't think it really bothers me or anything like that, but yeah, it's kind of the same with alcoholism. Like, I thought alcoholism used to just be like somebody couldn't stop drinking or whatever.
Right.
But there's so much more. I mean, alcoholism is the only disease that will tell you don't have the disease, right? Mm-hmm. That's like, imagine if you put on like a shirt, right? But every couple of days, the shirt was like, guess what? You don't have a shirt on.
I don't think that's a good analogy.
I don't know if it is, but it seems like it. But that's what alcoholism is.
Because alcoholism would tell you you don't have a problem.
Right.
You don't have a problem. Have another drink.
Yeah.
Relax.
Have another Coke. Have some more Coke.
Bump.
Yeah. Have another
Woo!
family.
Woo!
Yeah.
Brian Simpson was telling us he went through a brief period of time where he was doing a lot of Adderall, and he said like a week. He said he did a week of Adderall. And he said, man, he's like, that shit pulls you in.
Really? He said that?
Oh, yeah. He's like, that shit pulls you in. He goes, it makes you focus. He told this fucking hilarious story about he went to jerk off, and he had 90 tabs open, and he was looking at porn for 5 hours because he couldn't pick one that he liked the best. I was like, you got to talk about that on stage. Brian Simpson is so fucking funny.
That's like he
is so fucking funny.
Oh yeah, he's great. Man.
He is so funny. His way of looking at things is so interesting because he's so thoughtful. Like when he thinks about things, he's really like he never comes up with a half-assed take on things. His take on things is like he's been thinking about it for a long time before he brings it up. You know.